I'm Elijah, and did you hear that? It's October, the month full of Jeeps and Creeps, which I'll be referring to this now as the Week of Creeps and Jeeps. Nothing beats a chilling intro other than raising a dead franchise from the grave beyond. I mean, what else are you supposed to do on Saturday? Man, I could really go for another lightning bolt out of the blue. Yes, it's alive! It's alive!
Death. Something that's for everybody, but wish they didn't have to go through it. With the video game market hashing out the same franchise day in and day out, people are tired. They want to see something different than Mario, Pokemon, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Fortnite. But what about the franchises that people or companies don't really like talking about? Dead franchises, game series that companies haven't touched upon in a long time. Sega is one of those companies that have that many dormant IPs. Jet Set Radio, Golden Axe, Space Channel 5, Burning Rangers, Nights into Dreams, Alex Kidd. Basically anything that isn't Sonic, Yakuza, or Persona, Sega would probably just give you a sideways glance. Some series contain relevancy from game compilations, remasters, re-releases, or remakes. And others are forgotten and, yeah, dead. Though Sega is planning to revive franchises, so that means they haven't completely forgot about them. Sega isn't the only company guilty, as Nintendo too has been guilty of video game abandonment, like Chibi Robo. The main game people remember him for was on the GameCube and nothing else. Sure, he had a Walmart exclusive game, but that didn't do well, probably due to the fact that it was sold in a store where they keep their games behind a glass case, and there were a few other games only released in Japan. Where this is the cause of Nintendo blaming poor sales due to people not getting it instead of owning up to their poor marketing decisions. However, there are two 3DS games like Photo Finder well after the 3DS was released, so it was pointless, and Ziplash. What's bad enough is that Nintendo said that the future of Chibi Robo depended on Ziplash, which sounds odd. If you want more Chibi Robo games, you have to buy Ziplash. But if you buy it, it sounds like you want more bad 2D Chibi Robo platformers. I don't. So it was nice knowing ya. F-Zero was one of Nintendo's flagship racers until Mario Kart reared its head onto the world. The reason that there haven't been any new F-Zero games recently was due to the lack of ambitions and ideas. Though it was said that Nintendo went to Burnout Series developer Criterion for a new F-Zero game on the Wii U. However, they were too busy at the time and couldn't do it. But F-Zero producer Toshiro Nagashi did say that he's open to working with Nintendo on another entry. So until then! Star Tropics, Golden Sun, 1080 Snowboard, Rave Race, Sin and Punishment, Star Fox, Nintendo really cares about us. One infamous has to be Kid Icarus. Released in 1987 on the NES, Kid Icarus was an interesting game to say the least, which sold well and got a Game Boy game. Me saying it had a Game Boy game was its only achievement. I mean, that's it in what Kid Icarus got, while including a trophy in Super Smash Bros. Melee. Speaking of Super Smash Bros., Pit became a playable character in the third Smash game, Smash Bros. Brawl, and it spruced two types of reactions of people.
Who the hell is that? Why does it feel like he had more than one game?
And Masahiro Sakurai, the creator of Smash Bros. And Kirby, answered those questions, creating Kid Icarus Uprising, which played nothing like the previous Kid Icarus games, as this one features wrist discomfort. And yet this game sold well. There's still nothing. There are rumors saying that they will remaster the game on Switch, while Sakurai said it would be too difficult to make a sequel. A couple of franchises that were beaten to death when I was growing up was part of the Toys to Life fad. Skylanders was the Toys to Life game growing off the backbones of Spyro the Dragon. Wait, Spyro's dead too! With the success from kids and collectors, Skylanders would see multiple installments and figures each and every year. Maybe too much, which led them to being oversaturated. Skylanders also inspired others to do the Toys to Life craze. Disney Infinity was mainly Disney-owned characters which saw numerous figures until it stopped after version 3.0. Then there was LEGO Dimensions, which many people saw and knew existed. While a good idea back then, it seems clear that companies have beaten the Toys to Life genre 6 feet under. Another Activision game series gone is Crash Bandicoot. Originally created by Naughty Dog, they made 3 games, a spin-off racer, and sold the rights to make brand new games. Shows you how much they cared. With that, Crash has been hopping around from developer until after Nitro Kart Race. Nothing. There wasn't another Crash game for years. When Activision made the Insane trilogy, it brought Crash back into the limelight, which updated visuals and controls for old and new fans. Then Crash Team Racing came back, and then BAM! Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Then what the hell are these?
Filler.
Crash was put back into the limelight, then given the Kid Icarus Uprising treatment. Now instead of talking about IPs, we'll swap over to companies, like Rare. They were partners with Nintendo in the 90s, creating games like Donkey Kong Country, Banjo-Kazooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and Perfect Dark. Then when Microsoft made the jump into the video game market with the Xbox, they bought the entire company, where they did nothing. Actually, there were some games they made that weren't up to snuff with their other games. Sure, Killer Instinct made a comeback and so did Battletoads, which probably wasn't that good, but Banjo and Conker? Jesus. And that's a bummer, as they were used for nothing but tech demos. But hey, since we're on the topic of dead companies, what about Konami? Publishing games like Contra, Castlevania, Metal Gear, Silent Hills, and so many more. So what the hell happened? Let's just say that Konami is not the greatest company to work at. With hires surveying them, berating and humiliating employees 24/7, you'd think that you weren't working for a company focused on pachinko machines. But surprise surprise, you were. This led to one of the most famous developers that used to work there to leave. Hideo Kojima left Konami after constant bickering and spats, which led to them canceling a few games in the pipeline, such as Silent Hills. Probably not that worrying for Konami and their pachinkos. However, you can be brought back from the dead, but obscure. Metroid Other M was a game that did numerous amount of damage to the Metroid series. The gameplay's fine, it's just that the story is the main problem. That still didn't help, in which the series lay dormant until Samus Returns on the 3DS in 2017.
No, there was no other Metroid game before that. No, there wasn't. Metroid Dread.
Mega Man for being an oversaturated beast for the longest time. You can tell they didn't make a game for so long. We're pretty much in a Mega Man drought, as the only new game was 11 back in 2018, with compilations of older games satiating fans' thirst for Mega Man games, hoping for something new. Capcom, I have an idea. Mega Man Legends 3. Do it. It's been over a decade. A franchise's death is something. Many people get upset by not seeing a franchise again, but who knows, there are people with ideas on where a series should go. As stated before, Sega's planning to bring back IPs for new games, so most game companies remember, so don't lose hope. We will see a new Jet Set Radio, a new Kid Icarus, a new Spyro, a new Banjo-Kazooie. I mean look, Metroid's back, Kunio-kun series is back, even Pac-Man. Companies will bring anything back, like Bubsy.
I accidentally let it escape. Hopefully, it won't cause any damage. Spoke too soon.